Round 4 of Champions of the Future 2025 started with OK Junior timed qualifying on Thursday at the Rødby karting ring in Denmark. Bosco Arias would set the best time across 3 groups to claim pole position throughout the qualifying heats going into the later part of the afternoon.
Yeah, I'm very happy with the pace today. This weekend looks really good, so we have to keep pushing. And first of all, I have to say thanks to the team, to Ricky Flynn, and especially to Scott, that I'm a mechanic, that we work very hard for this pole.
2 rounds of 10-lap races for the juniors started with wins for Turner Brown, Crisan and Arias in round 1. Baglin, Valerio Viapana both joined the winners list in round 2. Round 3 started Friday's proceedings with wins for Viapana and Calleja, the championship leader bouncing back after a tricky Thursday. Arias would remain unbeaten, now 3 from 3 and in a commanding position. Calleja, Crisan and Arias again added to their heat-winning tallies in the 4th and penultimate round of the heats. Fortunately for Viapana, technical problems would cause his charge to falter. The pole positions for the superheats would be decided early in the final round. Crisan and Arias' wins securing their places at the front for Saturday morning. Viapana's comeback to a 3rd win wrapped out the day with Arias ultimately on top, a perfect 250-point score in the intermediate standings. And with all the championship contenders scoring well through the heats, it's all to play for at Rødby ahead of Saturday's finals day.
We have the pace, the chassis works really good in this track, so we have to give a lot in the final, and I hope we can win.
Saturday's final day began for OK Junior with Bosco Arias securing pole position by winning Superheat 1 ahead of teammate Turner Brown for a Ricky Flynn Motorsport 1-2. Dean Hoogendoorn 3rd with championship leader Calleja finishing 4th. It would be on to Superheat 2, which would all be about who would join Arias on the front row for the final. Ilie Crisan would answer the call, winning from pole and taking a good haul of championship points as well, ahead of Ilie Crisan and Iskender Sulfikari. With all laps completed through the heats, 2 batches of championship points handed out, the final would see Arias on pole from Crisan, Cini and Calleja on row 2, Brown and Viapana on row 3, with championship contenders Noah Baglin and Henry Domain starting 12th and 17th respectively.
We are going, and it's a good start for the inside line as they head down in towards turn number 1. It's a bad start for Ilie Crisan. He is absolutely nowhere at the start there. He was caught sleeping, and Bosco Arias holds on to the lead. And I dare say this, Andrew, just like he's been doing for the entirety of the weekend. There's 3 karts off in the background. 1 kart, though, is going to rejoin right in front of the pack at turn number 7, and there they do join right in front of the entire field. It's one of the Fusion karts that's getting it. It's one of the Forza karts, I should say. I think that's Jean-Mathieu Rousseau who's had drama. The other driver there was Giles Sayer, and I think Prema Racing's Noah Baglin was off at turn number 3.
4 in the championship, Noah Baglin is not at the moment clocking up on our timing, which should suggest that yes, he is not circulating around the circuit. Really good first lap from Valerio Viapana. Arias leads, Turner Brown 2nd. Not a surprise there to see the symbol for cutting the track. Meanwhile, championship contenders fighting. You said that Ilie Crisan didn't get a good start. I'll tell you who else that made things difficult for. His championship rival, Calleja, who's now going down the inside and taking that position away from Crisan. Not the lead, not for a podium yet, but that could be a big move from the Australian as he looks to extend his lead.
Fakari and the Fusion Forza team have been looking mighty quick this weekend as the up and under for Crisan. He goes now wheel to wheel with Sulfikari, who sends it back down the inside. Watch out for Hoogendoorn here to the inside at turn number 1. Dean Hoogendoorn's going to try and get that place, and he successfully does so.
There's another of his rivals, Noah Baglin, trying to deal with Julian Frasnelli for 11th place. Problems in turn 7, a lot of damage there for Osachi Suslovsky. Bosco Arias, it's one of the CRGs is off the road. It is the number 47 going for a little Manuel Miguez.
Really in control of this group.
Another factor for, Brown's gone for it. Brown's gone for the race lead. And here comes McGaughy, so Arias is all of a sudden going to be down to 3rd place. This is why we love these finals of one-off races. If you're going to go for a move here, you've got to commit, otherwise that will happen. Viapana down the inside into third. This is perhaps the one slight weakness for Arias going into this race.
Racing all up there. One factory driver in this top section, and that is in the form of Ilie Crisan. There's the move down in towards turn 3. Beautiful little move there, and you saw how they were side by side in the background as well. Calleja and Viapana going to battle also. Down the inside there, through the likes of turn number 5, and now will Bosco Arias retaliate? He will. Hoogendoorn though is going to get a 2 for 1. Beautifully timed, and Hoogendoorn steps up now. Here comes Sulfakari back to play. He's trying to get involved in this fight, and he does get through past Bosco Arias.
Brilliant stuff there from Dean Hoogendoorn. That was top quality, as the Forzas are now going to have a bit of a fight here. This isn't teamwork between a championship leader and one of the support drivers, but this is OK Junior. It's every driver for themselves, and Sulfakari goes through into 6th place. Calleja's going to fight back on his teammate. Through back will come Arias, and keep an eye on Noah Baglin. Noah Baglin is having a strong finish to this race. These are all points, remember, it's the top 15 who score championship points in these finals. Calleja trying to hold them all off now as Arias is back alongside and through. Calleja's going to throw it down the inside on that wide entry through turn 7. Here comes Crisan as well on the inside of Sulfakari. Baglin looking for a route through. This is properly elbows out stuff, but Calleja's nearly off the circuit there. That was a moment with Arias. Calleja, the championship leader, is slipping down the order and now losing points to rivals Crisan and Baglin.
Is trying to get involved with Bosco Arias and get a nose down the inside. He's going to look for it sideways under braking, but once again, keep an eye on Sulfakari, keep an eye on Baglin. Baglin's coming through the field now, but remember, we're calling this is for the fight for 5th place right now. The top 4 have broken away, the podium spots have broken away. Baglin now with a good attempt here after the dramas he's had this weekend. He's going to go wheel to wheel across the line.
Really, really tense stuff this. As down the inside goes Baglin on Cini at the moment. Calleja still has the championship lead. He's still trying to fight back because, again, all of these positions are worth points. Crisan side by side, the 2 championship leaders, down into one of the hairpins. Calleja's going to be on the inside. Here comes Cini in his first final of the year. This is really, really tense stuff. Crisan's going to try and do the switchback. Brilliantly done. And he's going to get help from his teammates. We get to Kristianstad later on in the autumn. The Calleja's having another go now at Cini. May get some help in the form of Henry Domain. Henry Domain's had a very quiet final up to now.
Yes, he is under the microscope of the officials. Down the inside goes Henry Domain, but he's not going to have the legs on the exit. He'll hold the inside line here, but watch the switch over once again. Beautiful kart control for both of them. And back through goes Ilie Crisan, but not for long. Once again, centre here. It allows now Will Green to close in. 3 wide on the exit. Cini's got caught short. Green gets 1, gets 2. Only just on the exit, but Domain's going to have the exit speed. He has the outside line, but will he have the inside line at the pace to get through? No, he won't. But I just don't think it's going to be enough for Michael McGaughy. He has done the unthinkable this weekend and has put it back to the sharp end. And for the first time in 2025, it is Michael McGaughy to stand on the top step of the podium in the final. The driver from the USA, who is not even in the championship standings right now in the fight, comes away with his first final win of the season.
4 rounds down, 1 to go for OK Junior in the Champions of the Future 2025 series. And the battle for the championship remains an open book. With a new winner, a 4th different victor for the season in Michael McGaughy, the points stay close, with William Calleja still leading the standings heading to Kristianstad. Join us on the first full weekend of September in Sweden to see who will emerge as the newest champion of the future.